So,
Great. It started.
yeah,
Here are captions.
started.
We've started. The caption started. The caption started after the audio started, so sorry. I mean, because I have to like switch windows to like get to the captioning. Very unfortunate, but we have captions. We've started. The game is showing up, which is better than like half an hour ago when I was fighting it to show up. And oh, I need to share.
Stop punching your computer to make the game show up.
Huh?
Stop punching your computer to make the game show up.
Well, I don't want to punch my computer. It's way down like by my legs. I should kick the computer. Is that what you actually do, right? You just gently kick it.
Don't kick the computer.
Don't kick the computer.
Don't kick the computer.
What about the computer?
No. That's not allowed either.
I don't know. You're calling it a computer. It sounds like a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, I will say that I'll ever be computer is Apple.
Okay. So now I need to... Hi, Magic.
Hello, stream childs. See, I didn't ignore the stream childs.
Good. You shouldn't. You shouldn't ignore your stream child. Generally speaking, you should acknowledge your stream child. That's the correct way of going about this. Oh, we should, I guess, figure out who's... Wait, go back to the thingy. Alright, we have 3 of us and 6 characters.
There's more than that. There's also the house and a few other random side people.
Yeah. So who wants to be who? I claim Rusty Iron Giant.
Wasn't it last time like I was all the robots?
I mean, to be fair, like there's... Because it's usually like them and one of the others. So, you know, whoever... Sharky voices everyone. You'll do great.
No.
Yes, I think before you were like all of the robots. I'm trying to spare you from that this time, which is why I'm saying who wants who.
I'll be whoever. I don't have a preference.
Come on, Mick, pick.
Alright, Mick, you're
Who do you
MC.
like aesthetically that you would like to voice?
I mean, the medic looks cool. I'm assuming that that cat robot is a medic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
The doctor, that is true. Yep.
hence the plus. That's correct.
I think the one right next to them, the left is the therapist. To the
Yes.
right, I don't remember.
I think that was the one, I forget their name, but they were the one that like does fix-ups, I think.
Ah,
And, like,
okay.
constructs robots or something.
And then the
Basically
Iron
robot
Giant.
doctor.
And then the Iron Giant is
You have the
gardener.
doctor robot and then you have the robot doctor.
And then random French dude.
Yes, random French dude.
Is that the person on the end?
Yes,
On
the only
far
other
right,
human.
yeah. All I remember is I think random French dude.
I remember, I believe
I
I,
think they're-
remember that they used he, him pronouns, and that he wanted to be like an actor.
Wait, was it French or French Canadian? I forgot.
I don't remember. I don't remember that part either. I remember MC eventually renames themselves to NB, and I think their name for the
Yeah.
first half is Adrian?
Yes. Yes.
I don't remember the last name.
No, I don't think it was given.
All right.
All right.
So who are you gonna be, Satan?
I'm gonna be the flowery one over here on the end.
And MC.
No, I'm not MC.
You were MC last time.
And last time you were the robot. But we have another person, so there's no reason to stick with all of the same voices, or else Mick wouldn't have anything to do, and we can't have that. That'd be boring.
Oh.
Alright, Sharky, you're MC.
No!
What?
Wait, so who's MC's main character, I'm guessing?
Yes, the one sitting on the rocket.
The one sitting on the rocket. I'm really amused that the cursor is also a rocket, though.
It is good. Yeah,
So what is this game about? Is it I mean, I'm assuming it's about an ace in space.
It is the Ace dating sim, apparently. So, main character is Ace and non-binary, and has cancer. And then, because they have cancer, they are chosen among various random humans for, like, a new, like, alien colony planet by these robots that just come and help establish new alien colonies for different species. Something like that, where you create
and then
like
you end up dating someone.
Peaceful utopia civilization thing on some other planet.
It is an interesting game.
It is an interesting game. And you get to date a bunch of robots and one human.
Okay.
One human.
The one other human that you have the option of dating. They've taken like 300 humans. You only ever want to date like one of them at most.
Like we were talking about, I think we went through the therapist and the doctor last time.
I think. Do I still have?
We have the gallery.
Yeah, we
separate
dated.
date.
Doctor. Got the good ending for the doctor.
Ooh.
Just Sarah ending is the therapist.
Yeah.
Spoilers, I guess. Yeah, you like kiss your therapist and then I think
Like
they had it.
glitches out.
It's
Is that
she
a
or
coffin? Are y'all like in
Yes.
a coffin together? Okay.
they? Yeah.
Yes.
Because MC has cancer and the cancer just like progresses. And so MC dies and the therapist bot just also buries herself in your coffin with you.
Well, I think it was like the therapist was glitching out.
Oh,
too,
yeah. No,
and
she glitches out so hard and she's just like, oh, I'll stay with you forever.
Yeah, and then it was just the three bottom one in a row, and we're like,
And
okay.
I think the writer was like, yes, the one like bad, and this is the only ending for her. Don't date your therapist, folks. Like, okay. Thanks for the message. We will not date our therapists. Yep.
We'll figure it out on the fly.
Well, MC. Can't date your therapist if you don't go to therapy. Magic, get your prescription.
Magic, get a therapist to get your prescription. And then keep going to your therapist. Don't just go and be like, I got my prescription piece.
Go to therapy without dating your therapist.
I am going to therapy. Have I pieced out from therapy? No. I mean, technically, yes. Before. That was a terrible therapist. Who basically
yeah, there
victim
was
blamed.
There
Victim
was
blamed
that
me for
one
being gay.
therapist that didn't believe in asexuality. Fuck that person.
Victim blamed me, basically. Well, no, I don't have. Oh no, I don't have much of an argument. Yeah, your father's going to therapy, now you go to therapy. Sometimes life isn't fair. You get sent to the hospital because your chest hurts and you can't breathe. You know something is wrong. But it's just anxiety, and anxiety can't kill you.
Are you sure?
Nope. I'm never sure. Sometimes you look out, and after years of trying to convince your parents and your doctors that it's not just anxiety, because you know what anxiety feels like, and this is not it, they run a few tests to humor you. Sometimes these tests come back, and the doctors call you into their office and sit you down and say, "Oh, turns out you are right, and had we listened to you before, we could have done something to help. But there's nothing we can do now except pump you full of chemicals and send you our thoughts and prayers." Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, rant.
An ace in space.bumbler.com.
Yes!
Really, I wish I could click these other ones.
Bumbler, YouTube, Twitter, Instapic.
No, it's just View2, actually.
Oh,
I hate
yes,
Bumbler.
you
I feel like Bumbler is a more accurate name for Tumblr in the first place.
too. Is that what Tumblr's like for people who actually use it?
No, Tumblr for people who actually use it is probably just Reblogger. At least that's how I use it, is I just reblog things. That's also how I basically use Twitter.
I've made like 3 tweets in the past few months.
You've responded to people. It's a hell site,
Yeah.
heart.
I start chemo tomorrow. I start chemo tomorrow. I'm honestly terrified. Thank you to everyone who has been sending positive vibes and support since my last post. Sending positive vibrations.
Yeah.
I'll try to update as often as possible, but I might not be able to if I get too sick.
What's that old song? Some
Good vibrations?
Yes, that.
How old is that song, actually?
Old? You know it's old because it says the whole word vibrations.
Yes, it is not good vibes.
The 2021 remake is good vibe, vibe, vibe.
1966.
Old.
Can't say I've heard of it. Gosh dang it, Magic.
But I feel like that's one of those songs that you might recognize if you heard it.
Yeah.
Because it was sort of everywhere. It's still, it still gets used once in a while now, I think.
Uh-huh.
Who's it by again?
The Beach Boys.
I just mentally associate all silly songs from that time with, like, the Beatles.
I don't associate really much with the Beatles because I've never actually, sat down and listened to the Beatles.
I've had, I've had a friend come over before who would, request random songs from the Google Home, and, he's got older music tastes than me, we'll say. What kind of music do you listen to, Mick?
I'm a big fan of jazz. I love jazz.
Jazz is good. Jazz is fun. I'm really excited because the Jazz Lounge near my apartment has finally reopened after a year plus in COVID shutdown because it's like Ethiopian restaurant and live jazz lounge, and it's really cool and really nice and the food's really good, but they did not bother with takeout or anything the entire year, so I was just like, why? Come back. But they're finally open again.
Are you gonna go or?
Yes, I went last weekend actually.
Nice.
And then, yeah, they have live music again and everything, so it's great.
I miss live music.
Yeah, that was the first, like, live music I'd seen since the beginning of the quarantine. And it was just like, I don't know, this local, like, 2-person band. Really chill, though. I really like that place.
You probably like sit down and actually listen to jazz at some point.
It's like, I don't know. Jazz is really fun, chill. I mean, it depends, but need to find a bar. A friend described to me this supposed to be Alice in Wonderland themed. That also sounds really cool.
Oh no, my head.
Sharky, you're just forever broken from that one time.
Yes, I will forever be broken from the association of Alice in Wonderland and math.
I mean, all right. We'll go to Japan, and you'll have Final Fantasy themed drinks. Is that better?
That also will
Or
probably
worse.
break me.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts themed? I mean, I already gave you the one Ursula drink. Although you said you weren't able to get all the ingredients. Did you ever remember, like, what thing you weren't able
Nope.
to get? Have you tried again?
Nope, I keep forgetting. Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, update. Posted 6 months ago.
I wish Tumblr was nice enough to easily tell me when something was posted.
Was that a thing at some point, or was that never a thing?
Like, depending on the view and, like, if you're just on someone's blog directly like this instead of the dash, it really depends on their theme. There's another one that plays classic horror movies and is horror zombie themed. Ooh. I know there's, like, a steampunk one in my city that's, like, pretty cool. I went there before, and they have really cool drinks. I just miss all the themed bars, really. And my roommate showed me pictures once of, like, a year-round Halloween-themed bar where there's, like, a secret back part that, like, in that secret back part, you just, I think the bartender just, like, looks at you or, like, chats with you a bit and guesses what you're gonna like. And I'm like, that sounds slightly dangerous, but also so interesting.
The chemo is hitting me hard, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do a whole lot of blogging. Try to post updates on Twitter if I can. Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, updates. Posted 5 months ago. Replying to, sometimes life isn't blah, 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 blah. Sometimes because you aren't taking seriously your anxiety turns out to be cancer, and it can't kill you. Becomes the chemo isn't working and you have a month and a half before it takes you.
I'm also like, yes, another thing Tumblr doesn't do, automatically shorten these super long posts when you respond to them. It just leaves the whole block.
So what you gotta do is you gotta start working for Tumblr and then just change it.
They have other things they need to fix first.
Like everything?
A lot of things.
So yeah, I was diagnosed with cancer 6 months ago because no one listened to me. The cancer has spread and nothing is working. And I'm going to die soon, having not accomplished anything in my life worth remembering.
Mood.
Hashtag mood. People have been telling me I should focus on living and not the fact that my time is almost up. So I think I might sell my belongings and head to Europe or something.
Well, they can at least keep the chronological post order. That's appreciated. They do have that at least. Twitter has an option for it. It's just that it goes to top tweets home by default.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it automatically switches it back to top if you have it on chronological for a while, and then, I don't know, it just decides, actually, we're gonna go back to top tweets.
So you're saying social media is the best thing ever known to man, and we should
engagement
always be using it
algorithms,
more.
you know? It's those engagement algorithms. We gotta keep the algorithm happy.
Gotta start feeding the algorithm more.
Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom.
That sounds like an evil villain, the algorithm. Have to keep it well fed.
Are you telling me that the algorithm isn't an evil villain?
I mean, if you ask any YouTubers, they would definitely say it is.
There was an article I read a while back of how the Google search results algorithm also like contributes to cyberbullying or something, or like cyber harassment.
Wait, what?
So like there was some example of like someone who I guess just goes on sites and like trashes people's reputations or something. And then because they're so prolific about like doing it on different sites and stuff, Google will boost all of those things as like the top results if someone searches your name. Something like that. Yay. Hi, Fox.
Oh, hello, Fox.
Oh, that's a cute emote.
Ooh, what is that? Ooh.
Cute lurk.
Lurk. I don't know. Does anyone have any advice?
Fox party!
How's the weather in France this time of year? Tagged as life, text cancer, medical updates. 1 minute ago.
Okay, I'll take narrator because the other character I took isn't gonna show up for a while.
Good.
After submitting the latest post to my blog and Ace in space, I leaned back in my chair and let out a soft sigh. Soon I was mindlessly scrolling through my social media feed. Need those cat bookends. I have a feeling that something like that at least is probably available online.
Also, does that mug say big gay?
Yes. Happy
Okay.
Pride! Let's see, what else do we have here? We have some appointments with some doctors. Don't forget your meds. Don't forget to get your prescription for your meds.
Everyone hasn't taken their meds today. Make sure to take them or get them, magic.
The pumpkin candle. Yeah.
There's a lot of crystals.
What? Final Fantasy again?
Yes.
Sweats. Clicked on a video from a blogger I follow. It showed a strange storm in their area. The video depicted a cloudless sky outside of their window, but there was audible thunder and flashes of lightning could be seen. My eyes were torn from the computer screen to the window as the sound of thunder filled the air, shaking the entire house. I decided to check the live stream of a local news station to see if they had any information on the storm. Moments after I tuned in, the reporter began talking about a similar storm to the one in the blogger's video. They stopped mid-sentence as they appeared to be fed more information in their ear. Om nom nom. They looked both shocked and confused by whatever they had been told. Should I also be the reporter?
Either that or Nick, if you want to take a stab.
Look, the zipper is just about to show up.
That's true.
Folks,
Who's
I am
showing
going
up?
to turn you over to Hutch Owens, who is on the scene of what appears to be some sort of aircraft that has touched down on the Hillsborough High School football field. Immediately, my social media began filling with posts about aliens and UFOs as a startled man appeared on the live feed standing near the football field of the nearby high school. Someone else go.
It's just still you.
Huh?
Who's the reporter?
This is a
It's still the
different reporter.
Oh, is it?
Yes. They just said, I am going to turn you over to Hutch
Oh.
Owens. This is a different reporter.
I can't read.
Can you listen at least?
I can't read.
You don't have to read if you heard what I was saying.
What?
There can be more than one reporter, Sharky. Yeah, exactly, Magic.
Nope. I don't believe it. Turning away from the screen. Can't see it.
Are you ignoring your stream child, Sharky? Alright, Sharky's ignoring all of us, I guess.
So what do we do?
Do you want to be the other reporter?
Oh, sure. Good evening. My name is Hutch Owens, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but some sort of unusual looking aircraft has landed here at Hillsborough High.
Honestly, we'd love to watch a little local news broadcast. There's just one person doing news, sports, weather, etc. Yeah, they have a green screen behind them, and then they jump over to another screen like, okay, and now I'm here doing this. Okay, and now I'm giving the sports update. Oh, and over here, here's the weather update. Just sounds great. Sounds perfect. They have one of those roundtable discussion news programs, except they're all of the people and they have to just keep jumping between the chairs. The news we deserve. Sharky has abandoned us.
What?
Right? Oh, Sharky's back.
There doesn't seem to be any identifying marks that may indicate where it has come from.
Stream Papa, why have you forsaken me? I glanced back at my tweeter and noticed a series of posts about alien encounters. Oh yeah, he's back. Suddenly, the field reporter gasped. In a hushed tone, he continued.
Ladies and gentlemen, something has emerged from the craft. It's... Are you seeing this?
No, we're not seeing this. They didn't bother putting an art of this.
Oh man, that's a really nice.
Oh, now we're
blog post.
seeing it.
Way!
The field reporter and the camera person moved suddenly to take cover behind a building while abandoning the camera so that it still shows the other thing, though.
Folks, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but whatever's coming out of that aircraft isn't human.
Cat, robot, yeah! Cat, boy, robot.
It must be 10 feet tall. Metallic. Is it a robot? Can you zoom in on it?
The camera panned over to where a bipedal but clearly inhuman creature was exiting a strange aircraft.
My god, it's heading into one of the nearby neighborhoods.
I just like the kitty shades flying across. Flying across the screen. Little kitties. It was heading towards my neighborhood. Hmm?
All the cats everywhere, apparently.
All the cats everywhere. Naturally.
Folks, we have been instructed to advise those of you in the surrounding area to remain indoors until the authorities are able to track down whatever may have exited the aircraft. For now, we're going to send you back to the studio where we will be providing more information about the situation as it develops.
I turned down the volume on my laptop so I could focus on listening for the robot. In the distance, I could faintly hear a dog barking. If this is happening in the US, no way that spacecraft would have sat for long. We would have overreacted and blown it up before the news even got there. I mean...
Area 51!
Yeah, I think this was in Canada.
Yes.
I want to say that MC is from Canada. So I think the French dude is from France.
Well, I mean, could it be from the French-speaking part of Canada?
It could, but I think they were from different places. Which is why I'm saying I think MC was from Canada, and I think the guy was from France.
France.
Yes, France.
Oh, France.
So many kitties!
Oh my gosh, how do you have so many cats?
So many cats! Oh wait, what flag is that? That one cat is hugging.
Oh, it looks like an ace teapot.
More cats! Cats everywhere. All of the cats. I like how there's multiple hype cats. Ace teapot would be cute.
Ace teapot would be cute.
Ace lots of things would be cute.
Ace everything.
Yes.
Yeah?
So now let me Google Ace D20.
I
Where
mean,
can I buy an Ace D20?
our slots are pretty much full, and tragically, we only have one ace emote out of 5. We should fix that. We should turn all of them ace themed.
Yeah, you should get rid of the sharks.
And the bat.
No, you should just get rid of the sharks.
So I should recolor the shark as ace. I mean, I think that was one of Two Flowers requests.
Well, those are hard to see, I think.
They're not that.
I mean, I really
that's
like the
cool.
one with the swords and the heart. I think that one's really
Yeah.
cute. That one's my favorite. Frog! That's such a cute frog.
But Sailor Sharky emote. No, Sailor Sharky should vanish.
Sailor Sharky will not vanish because we had... because I had to pay like $30 for Sailor Sharky. So, Sailor Sharky will not be vanishing.
Oh crap, I forgot Sailor Shark was even an emote.
That's right! Yes, we have our confused ace noises. It's a little hard to read.
Yeah.
It's a lot hard to read, actually. There's Furter. All of
And
the
who
Furter
is
bears.
Furter?
It's just the murder bear.
It was...
Fair enough.
I forget what exactly the context was. It was future murder, but it just sounds like a bear. So we had it made as a bear.
So we were on Arcade Spirits. It was Percy's route, but I think we were on.
Was that during the spoopy chapter?
It was. I believe it was chapter 2, and we were downstairs talking to Naomi, and we kind of just got on a rant, and then
As we do.
And then I don't remember how, but I think like one of us said future murder. And then
I think Joe said further. I think Joe beat you to it.
Joe beat me to it by like a
further.
few seconds. Like I said it like quickly after.
Yes.
And then it just we.
Though now that I'm thinking about it, with the delay, that means Joe actually thought of it much faster than you.
Yes. And then we said further was said, and then we kind of just started riffing on that for a while.
For a while, yes.
And then somehow it became a bear with a knife.
Well, because you know, saying further, it's just like I just think of a furry creature holding a knife, like a furry creature is about to murder me. Is what I think of if I hear further. Like a bear.
And it's kind of just stuck since.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just how channel memes start, right?
Yes, that's kind of the point. That is kind of the point.
So it's not anyone except for, I guess, the collective chat against people.
Against?
I mean,
No,
yeah.
we're in favor. We're in favor of this.
I think they want to further me some days.
No, you want us to want to further you. The live stream continued as the reporter tried to offer explanations for the robot, and the ticker at the bottom of the screen urged people to remain indoors. I held my breath as a rustling sound started emanating from my backyard. I risked a glance through my bedroom window, only to cover my mouth to stop a loud gasp from escaping as I saw the large metal being from the live stream approaching the house.
You try to show you love, but you keep rejecting it.
Exactly. Its head turned in my direction, our eyes met for a moment before I ducked to hide beneath the window frame.
Please keep walking.
Ah, yes, this terrified face.
Please keep walking. Please keep.
The sound of the robot's footsteps stopped outside of the window.
It's right outside. Of course, it's right outside.
A gentle tapping on my bedroom window made me curious enough to risk another look outside. Once again, I met the gaze of the metal being. The expression on its face was friendly, betraying its hard exterior. I decided to see what it wanted. My whole body shook as I reached to open the window.
Hello? Oh, we do get last name.
Oh, that's me, right?
This is the one that you said. Go for it.
Okay. Are you Adrian Clark?
Yes! It knows my name. How in the
Hell?
does it?
Also, great robot voice.
Yes!
Thank you. Adrian Clark, also known as an ace in space on the World Wide Web.
Yes!
I'm just like, come to think of it, it's World Wide Web. What are you doing invading our World Web? It's not Universe Wide Web, it's worldwide. Robomic is great.
Yes, that's me.
The robot seemed relieved.
Hello, Adrian. I have been looking forward to meeting you.
Meeting me?
I am here to take you from this planet.
Love how blankly smiley the robot is during this stuff.
It's like, oh, I'm so happy to meet you.
Hi,
What?
I'm just here to
here
take you from this
away.
planet. Let's go!
You're what?
My people have come to take the terminally ill, homeless, unwanted, and disillusioned from your planet.
So they're here to take every millennial.
Adrian, freaking out! Robot, ooh. I didn't know ooh was in this game.
Why? We wish to rid them of their suffering.
This is so like, yes, we're here to save you all. La la la. Like, this sounds so fucking ominous.
We're here to get rid of your suffering.
By getting rid
die.
of you. Smile, smile.
You're gonna kill us?
Of course not.
That shocked face.
We have great healers who will treat your ill, jobs and homes for those without, and those who see no future for themselves will be granted a new life.
Again, so they're taking every millennial.
However, we shall only take those who agree to come with us.
Only 300 millennials agreed? Adrian making a very clear logical conclusion. Robot, gasp! We would never! Robot, gasp.
We come to get rid of your suffering, so you're here to kill us. Why would we ever kill you?
What?
Wasn't that how you get rid of suffering?
Yeah. You lose your suffering when you die.
Yeah, you do. Those who do may return to Earth whenever they wish.
It took me a moment to fully process what I had just heard.
So... You're not murderous aliens sent to destroy humanity or enslave us?
That is correct.
And why should I believe you?
If I wanted to kill you, I would not have knocked.
Wink.
Okay. Wait. I mean, you're trying to
you
kidnap
could
them.
very much still say like, oh, you're trying to gather us all on your ship or wherever. Which makes it much easier to kill all of them. Versus like just coming in here and killing them and then having to deal with all of the other humans who, you know, are not gonna take kindly to that.
You may take your time deciding. If you would like to come with me, I can wait.
12 years later. Okay.
All the other humans just have to sit around waiting for 12 years.
Okay.
If you do agree to come with us, you will join members of both of our kinds on our journey to the planet T3R4, where we will begin to work together to build a community for humans to enjoy for generations to come.
Oh, right. We kept calling it the planet Xehanort.
From Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, because the name T3R4, Terra. So we made a joke about Terra, who became Xehanort, so we just kept calling it Xehanort.
Okay.
That's right, we did. So we were saying all roads lead to Square on this stream.
This includes a home, a job, as well as round-the-clock care for as long as you stay with us.
I'm sorry.
Glad
I
y'all are reading
wonder.
this out loud.
No, they don't have different text options. I know some games will give like different options for which font, Because I
Like
know some
arcade
people
spirits.
have problems with this.
Like arcade spirits.
But this does not appear to be one of them. Sorry.
So, why is Square Enix like this?
It's partially that Square is like this, and partially that we're like this.
Yeah. My brain will just make connections to Kingdom Hearts wherever there is not Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is also like the shitty crossover fanfic with everything, so it touches a lot of different things.
The running joke earlier this morning was you know the game Sea of Thieves? Have you heard of it? They announced today that they're doing a crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean, so like Jack Sparrow's gonna be in it, like Davy Jones, Barbossa, and all that stuff. So people were like, so how does Sea of Thieves tie into the Kingdom Hearts universe?
I mean, remember, there was that, what was it, that Flower brought up? That everything crosses over with each other into like the one thingy?
Yeah, I felt like
Tommy
it was
something?
Tommy Westfall? Yeah, Tommy Westfall universe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that everything that it touches is part of that universe. And so, since Kingdom Hearts is apparently touched in there, via the various connections, and Kingdom Hearts has the talk of like, or the latest talk, right, of what is like real versus fiction or whatever.
Yes, reality and unreality.
Yeah. So I really just, yep, there you go. There we go.
I feel so bad for if people listen to us and they're like, I don't understand, like magic.
Magic is, well, Magic has Professor Sharky to help explain, after all.
Magic is like 40 episodes behind on Professor Sharky. Magic has not been showing up to lectures.
It's okay. I'm also behind.
Well, I don't expect you to show up to the lectures.
Why? Alright, I see. Magic's your favorite student, I know.
Actually, I actually don't expect anybody to ever show up. It's
okay.
a surprise when anybody does.
You're making it for you. It's fine. Hurry and make that review session.
Oh, right, I still need to record on Chain today.
Yes, that too.
I should do that after the stream. Anyway, you should continue. What's the catch?
There is no catch. We simply want to see the human race continue existing.
Okay, but why?
First of all, yeah, why? And secondly, does that mean that once you establish this colony, you're gonna come back to destroy the Earth? Or are you just gonna allow the humans to destroy the Earth? Or
Sharky is using my one weakness, a desperate need for perfect academic success due to the probably accidental lessons my parents taught me as a child that my worth is directly tied to my academics and what I can do for other people against me.
Sharky,
Mood.
how could you?
Oh, please, I got taught that exact same lesson as a child. I know that feeling all too well.
Okay, but then your parents are like, you don't need college. College is turning you liberal.
My parents are also like, I'm having this issue with my software for work, and you went to school for computers, so fix it.
Use that never having graduated to your defense.
Well, no, they don't know I haven't graduated.
Right. Wait, so do they think that you've graduated now?
No. They think I'm just waiting for classes to open up. They don't know I dropped
For
out.
this long.
And they never will. I mean,
We are
Yeah,
all emotionally scarred by the school system.
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my parents, like, yelling at my brother for half an hour straight, calling him B-boy, because he got, like, 3 Bs one term in middle school or something. And,
E-boy, oh my gosh! See, I when I was in elementary school, my parents would be happy if I came home with an A, and then high school happens where they're like, why do you have a C? And I'm like, because I suck at English. They're like,
no,
well, you should get higher grades.
I think I freaked out one of my teachers in, like, 5th grade, because she was calling each of us up to get our math quizzes, and she said, like, oh, you're gonna kick yourself when you see this. And I was like, okay. And then she handed me my test, and it was like an 89, so just short of an A. And then I started crying because I was like, oh no, my parents are gonna kill me. I don't have an A. And she's like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you still did well. And I was like, no.
And then there was me in 8th grade math where they gave us extra credit, and my teacher was like, okay, I'm gonna come up and tell you, like, your current standing on what your final, like, what your grade is. And my teacher's like, oh, you're at 103 points out of 100. Huh, that's gonna have to round down. Like, what? I can't get over an A+?
I mean, if you
Whoops.
get over 100, you do have an A+.
No, give me an A++. Give me more. I worked hard. I deserve it. Ugh.
We have decided that those who are less fortunate, critically ill, and others at the end of their rope deserve a chance for a new life, one where they may have a greater impact on society than if they remained on Earth. They will be pioneers discussed for millennia. They...
Okay, I get it. We'll get to shape our own new society for the better.
Yes, exactly. We believe that those who experience these hardships are better suited to create a society in which no other may suffer as they have.
When I was a child, I had always imagined what it would be like to explore space. Honestly, shout to the one math teacher who would help us review the unit circle by calling on students and having them say, like, the cosine of pi divided by 2 or whatever, who came to me after the first time he did it and said, hey, just wanted to let you know that I saw that you seemed uncomfortable in meeting your panic attack, and I will never call on you if you aren't raising your hand. Sound good? That's nice.
That's really sweet.
That is how teachers should be.
Yeah, if they're
They
observant
shouldn't-
enough.
I mean, technically, they shouldn't just call on random students if their hands aren't up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, well, especially for kids, that's really helpful. I do feel like at work, I have to lead a lot of meetings sometimes, and sometimes I'm just like, all right, any opinions? And there's just dead silence. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call on random people to give your opinion. Because I feel like at that point it's sort of, I don't want to just go ahead with whatever I'm discussing if I haven't heard literally anyone else give their opinion, and if no one's going to speak up. At a certain point it's just like, all right, well, someone has to have an opinion. Come on. Your opinion can be perfect, I agree, thanks. But some kind of opinion would be appreciated.
Sucks.
That's also fine. If you think it sucks, tell me. Then we can improve it. In fact, that's even more important to hear. No, No, but it is.
Any reasoning why? No, it just sucks. Okay, let's fix it.
Okay, what would you prefer? Like, it's okay for people to disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For that matter, I got a feedback point on a meeting from last Monday, which is right after I got back from PTO. And immediately got like a shouting match meeting where I was not part of the shouting, but oh boy, I was leading that meeting. And then afterwards, one person who was not really leading anything in there put like a feedback of like, how can we avoid so that things don't get heated in the future? And I'm like, the problem isn't that things were getting heated. The problem is that there was no like arbiter to help us decide and move on. Me after research talks. So, any questions? Silence. Cool, so I either did really good or really bad. Yeah, exactly. That's the mood. It's just like, all right, did I do great and no one has any questions? You all understand? Or did you all hate this, get really lost, and are just suffering in silence because you don't think I'll be able to help explain even if you ask?
Or option 3, everyone is just too anxious to say anything.
Option 4, no one was listening in the first place. Everyone's on their phones.
So it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, it's just... Wait, what?
Or like busy working or something. That happens sometimes. Where like, if you call on someone, they're like, sorry, what? Like there have been times where I call on them to like give their update for whatever thing, because it's specifically relevant to them, and then pause for a moment, wait, because I said their name so they heard, but then they have to like quickly switch back to that window, unmute themselves and be like, sorry, what was the question?
Option 4 has become very common with Zoom.
Yeah, I have a lot of sort of workaholic-y coworkers as well, so they do not pay attention in meetings because they're busy working. I'm just like, all right. And I know like an overload of meetings is exhausting and all, but to zone out of all of your meetings because you're focused on also work. At one point I had even wanted to be an astronaut, but then I learned how much math was involved.
The only thing I want is for me not to be the one leading the meetings, and I'll be okay.
At 19 years old, I still had glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling above my bed.
Hey. Like, that's a bad thing.
What?
Having glow-in-the-dark stars above the bed.
Wait, that's a bad thing?
No, it's phrased as if it could be a bad thing.
MC has it though, so I feel like this is actually alright. Guess I never truly gave up on the idea of joining the stars. What, exploding in a heat ball? Boom? And turning into a black hole?
Not allowed!
Oh, well why can't I turn into a black hole? That sounds great. That sounds very entertaining.
Because you have to run the stream. Because you have to run the stream.
I'll just eat the stream into the black hole. Besides, you have the login. There's nothing actually stopping you.
I don't own the games!
Alright, I'll share my library.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
That is a thing I can do, right?
I think you would have to be signed in on my computer to like do the sharing at one point.
I don't remember because I know
the sharing's stupid on Steam.
I don't remember because I think one of our other friends just shared his entire fucking library with me at some point. And I was like, what? Why do I suddenly have all these? That's why I decided that now certainly wasn't the time to give up on it either.
I will go with you.
Very well. Feel free to pack any personal or sentimental belongings. I will wait for you out here.
I turned away from the window and looked around my room. Deciding what belongings I would take was difficult, but in the end I packed as many clothes, photos, books, and toiletries as I could fit into my suitcase. I also grabbed my makeup bag and medications, just in case. Thought about bringing my camera, phone, and laptop, but left them on my bed since I figured they would be useless on another planet. I feel like we said this before, but like, it really depends. I feel like you can still use these things on another planet, just not all of it. Like, not all the functionalities, but you can use some of the stuff. After I had finished packing, I glanced back out the window. The robot was hunched over. I stuck my head out of the window to see what was wrong. Oh yes,
you
question
are
mark
a
face.
very strange creature.
A smile spread across my face as I saw my neighbor's cat, Zoe, being gently petted by the robot. Purr.
That's Zoe. She's a cat.
Upon hearing me, both Zoe and the robot made a noise of surprise.
Hello, Zoe. I am pleased to meet you.
The robot turned their head to look at me.
Are you ready, Adrian?
Yes.
After giving Zoe one last stroke, the robot stood up. Zoe was startled by the movement and ran off. So a cat. The robot looked inside at the electronics on my bed.
Are you not taking those?
Well, would there be a point? I mean, is T3R4's technology compatible with Earth's technology?
Yes, actually. Our engineers have prepared homes capable of powering all your earthly devices. They are also working on establishing a communication network between T3R4 and Earth as we speak.
Oh, okay.
I opened up my suitcase and packed the previously skipped laptop, along with all of the charges I would need.
What is the atmosphere like? Will we need special suits to survive?
You like to ask questions.
These are very good questions before you go off to live your life in an entirely different planet.
Sorry,
The robot seemed to emit a humming noise I recognized almost immediately as laughter.
I like that you are curious about my kind and T3R4. Never hesitate to ask me anything you wish. I will always answer any questions to the best of my ability.
Okay. I just thought I might be annoying you with my questions, Mood.
It is all right. I truly do not mind.
I grabbed my favorite satchel from near my bedroom door. I placed my camera and my phone inside.
To answer your previous questions, you will not need a special suit to survive, as the planet's atmosphere is of nearly identical composition to Earth's. The only real difference is the air and water will be much cleaner.
Another Earth? Wow. Are there animals, plants, humanoids?
I dragged my suitcase off of my bed after I had double-checked that I had everything.
There are animals and plants. Many are similar to Earth's, but there are also species totally unlike anything you have ever seen. However, your species will be the only intelligent life on T3R4.
Humans intelligent? That's a stretch.
I am no expert on the planet itself, but if you get a chance to speak with Fern, they will happily inform you further.
I'll look out for them then.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I just want to leave a note for my parents.
Very well. Take your time.
Dear Mom and Dad, by the time you get home and find this letter, I'm told I'll be on my way to a better place.
A farm upstate. Ooh, are they still carbon-based? What's their genetic material look like? I have questions that need to be answered, cat robot. No, you have to ask Fern, the plant robot.
This isn't the end of my life, it's a new beginning. So take a deep breath and you won't find the body.
I am told I will be on my way to a better place. Also just sounds ominous.
Hello, Cadaver!
Hello.
Long time no see.
Welcome
Hope
back.
you're doing well. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
welcome
playing
back.
this again.
Yeah!
Right. And we have another person.
Aliens that have landed on Earth are real. They're here for people like me. They're offering some of us a chance to start a settlement on another planet. I want to help, even if only for a few weeks.
Yeehaw!
I wish I could have said goodbye in person, but I don't think they can wait that long. They have
Really?
waited
'Cause
12.
I think Zipper said that they can wait while you decide. I think you could have gone and talked to your parents in person to help make the decision, but okay.
They have waited 12 years already. I promise to call you as soon as I'm able.
Chat delay is ridiculous, but I'm here. Woo! Welcome.
Woo! If I don't make it, I want both of you to know that I love you, and I'm sorry for whatever distress this will inevitably cause. I know I haven't exactly been able to express my gratefulness in the past, but I want you to know that I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I wish we could have made this trip together. I think it's for the best that you two aren't around to watch my health deteriorate further, though. I know how much it would crush you, and how much reading this will too. Oh, how much reading this will too. Maybe they'll be able to help me with their alien technology, and I'll come home cured someday. Oh, please don't hold your breath. I'm not.
Well, I mean, if you hold your breath, you'll definitely die. Sharky, no. You can't keep holding your breath. You have to read the line.
Remember, no matter where I'll go, I'll be watching over you from the stars. I love you. Adrian.
I left my house through the front door where the robot stood waiting for me. I was finally able to see the robot in all of their glory. They stood about 7 feet tall, much taller than me at 5'8". Wait, I thought it was like 10 feet. Or were the news people?
Hyperbole.
Are the news people exaggerating? I mean, I
Yes,
believe that.
that's what news people do. News people always exaggerate.
It must be 10 feet tall.
7, 10, rounding
Never
up.
trust the news. Except, like, maybe trust the news sometimes.
Trust certain news organizations.
Trust some news and not others, and even the ones you trust maybe take with a grain of salt sometimes. And don't trust reporters named Hutch Owens, I guess. They offered me a hand.
Would you like me to carry that for you?
Thank you. That would be very nice.
And handed the robot my suitcase. They began walking toward the school. I followed, albeit a little hesitantly.
Do you think it's a good idea to be so out in the open? What if you get shot?
Why would it be a bad idea?
I mean, if it's not America, at least the police are less militarized, right? Yes, Sharky?
Just,
Like, I think the police in other places are slightly less militarized. They don't get as much military equipment. Not to say that they don't get any, because I think they still do, sadly.
The police are looking for you. They may try to harm you.
Why would they do that? I have not harmed them.
Because ACAB. Sorry, one sec. I just heard something fall. My cats are up to something.
Uh-oh! Count alert! Count alert! Woo, woo, woo. So what have you been doing this weekend? You make anything fun?
Not
I don't know
really.
which kitty it was, but someone was on a kitchen counter, and they both ran away guiltily.
Sorry, you were saying?
Not really. I mean, I went to the ceramic studio today and did some trimming, but other than that, nothing really.
Any fun projects?
Just working on the commissions that I have, but other than that,
Okay.
not really.
Did you get a bunch for the ace ones?
What's up?
Did you get a bunch for the ace ones that you were putting up?
I got a couple of them, yeah.
Nice.
That's cool, though.
Thank you.
I thought you knew about humans, Cat Robot. They will still potentially try to harm you.
Yeah, I thought you researched humans. Are you reconsidering wanting the human race to continue yet?
You look different, and people here are afraid of things that are different. Case in point, each other.
Oh, I see.
We can still take this road, but we keep an eye out. We may have to hide if someone sees us.
Very well.
As we continued to walk forward, I scanned the area. It was quite late, and the aliens still technically being on the loose meant no one but us was out on the street.
You know, you never told me your name.
The closest word in your language to my name would be...
They paused, as if having to think hard about the translation.
Zipper.
Zipper?
Yes.
I smirked at the seeming insignificance of a zipper compared to Zipper walking next to me.
That's nice.
It means great healer in my language. What does it mean in yours?
Like, I guess? Does that mean that all of the humans from different parts of the world know Zipper by slightly different names because they just like look for the closest word?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes. I mean, that makes sense. They would look in the closest word to that person's language.
I wonder why they wouldn't just say the name then. That sounds very confusing. If you're talking to other people on the planet later and they're
But
like,
but it's all translated. I think.
Does it also translate the name? Because zipper is also
so.
like a word. So would it grab like the word in that language, or will it just translate it to whatever their name?
It sure does. The dev says it sure does.
Sorry, I'm overthinking things again.
Yeah, we just need to go to Xehanort and date the people.
What, we're dating Organization 13?
Yes.
Which Xehanort do you want to date?
None of that. A zipper is this thing here.
I pointed to the zipper on my suitcase.
It holds things together, but can also undo things. Like, the whole organization?
Yeah, do you want to date Xehanort 1 or Xehanort 12 or Xehanort 5?
Or female Xehanort, or, old Xehanort, or flowery Xehanort? Or not actually Xehanort, is Sora, but is there for some reason?
Soranort?
Soranort was a fan art from a while ago, when people thought that Sora was going to get Norded.
That would be fascinating.
Well, they tried to Nord him in 3D.
Yeah.
But they're not going to Nord the main character.
They tried various forms of Nording Sora.
Yes.
Like Xion.
Yes.
They tried to bring back Xion as a Nord, but then Xion is just like, actually, I'm Sora. Because, you know, these are the only two sides.
Sora or Nord! Or dead.
Yes. But if you're not dead, you have to pick a side. Sora or Nord.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry for all the Kingdom Hearts talk.
So what is Riku again?
Well, he was a Nord, but he switched sides to Team Sora.
Yes. But what's his nickname then? In the Sora or a Nord?
Ask me again in 34 hours.
Sets a timer for 34 hours to ask Sharky. Yes, let me just ask you at like 2 a.m. I'm sure you'll be awake to answer.
I was about to say right then. Well, I may be awake.
Well, yeah, at like a 5 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You would be maybe waking up soon for work or something.
Anyway. I'm sorry, Meg.
Oh, you're fine. I'm enjoying it, listening to the conversation.
Surgeons do that kind of thing. So, in a way, I guess it means something close to the meaning in your language.
I suppose you are right, Adrian.
Do you mind if I record a video to show my people that you weren't bad? And to give away our location?
Please feel free to do so.
Well, I mean, the news already knows their location, right?
Updated location.
I feel like the news is aware, because they pointed out which neighborhood they were headed towards.
I think it would help our cause very much for them to hear from a fellow human.
I pulled my phone out of my satchel, opened the camera, and started recording a video message.
My name is Adrian Clark. I have been visited by one of the alien robots and am now being taken aboard their ship.
The apocalypse will be live streamed.
They mean us no harm. They seek only to help those in dire need. The only request is that they may leave Earth unharmed, because we are their hostages. One of their people, Zipper, is a kind and gentle being. Would you like to say anything, Zipper?
What should I say?
How about I? I'm not a dangerous and destructive robot whose people plan to enslave humanity.
I feel like I'm more suspicious of that, especially if you're currently in the middle of recording and have to feed them this line.
Say hello! We aren't gonna murder you all!
What should I say? You should probably say, hello, I come in peace.
Oh,
Zipper's pace slowed as they thought about what they would say.
hello, people of Earth. I assure you that my people have not come to enslave or destroy your kind, nor have we come to inhabit your planet. We are only here to help your people. We hope that our presence has not caused too much of a commotion, but in the event that it has, we are more than willing to help fix what has been broken. Was that okay?
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Do you think your kind will fight back if fired upon?
We are not capable of violence, nor do we have weapons to fight back with.
And be Zipper, don't be suspicious.
Don't be sus. Don't be sus, robot.
So which one's the imposter?
Apparently Sharky's always the imposter, so...
You aren't always the imposter. When are you scheduling that again?
Good question. They actually announced some really cool things recently.
So when are you scheduling it again?
They announced 15-player lobbies. Roles. Apparently they're adding roles to the game. Really cool. And a 5th map.
So when are you scheduling the next one for the server?
I'd like to get back to you on that.
And when will you get back to everyone on that?
That's a good question. I keep forgetting.
I keep reminding you and then you keep dodging it, so...
Because I keep forgetting.
I keep
I'm always
reminding you. Why do you keep dodging it when I remind you?
Because I keep forgetting 5 minutes later.
Well, then maybe you should do it within those 5 minutes, huh?
It's hard. So you're a passive. So you're a pacifist species? Oh my gosh, I almost slipped again.
Yes.
I love that. Hearing Satan laugh in the background and Mick's just like, yes. Like, not gonna react.
Well, that was the
Gotta
line, right?
Considering how well Zipper handled my neighborhood's cat, pacifist seems like the right word.
We are nearing our destination.
Okay, I'll finish up the recording and post it on YouTube. So that's about it. The robots are actually big softies and only want to help. I'll try to post updates if they ever get Wi-Fi on their planet. Bye!
But what if they only have wired internet?
Who uses the Ethernet cords?
Me,
At work, I had to-
with my desktop. With
At
The
work,
cable's stretching all the way around the perimeter of my living room.
at work, when I have to tell people to wire in, I'm like, find the old telephone cord looking thing and plug it into your computer. But there's no port for it. Yes, there is.
I ended the recording and quickly began uploading it to YouTube. And then it never finished uploading because the connection sucked.
Oh man, it got stuck in processing hell. Mood.
We finally arrived at the school where the police and a few different news crews had Zipper's ship surrounded. I turned to Zipper, who didn't seem all too worried about the situation.
What should we do?
Perhaps I could speak with them.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You could speak with them instead, like in your video.
Better, but I don't know. Maybe we could sneak in?
I suppose we could do that as well. I will activate the ship. Maybe it will cause them to evacuate the area.
Good idea.
Zipper activated the ship. The police and reporters quickly began to back away. We hurried towards the entrance of the ship and were able to slip aboard without anyone noticing. Zipper closed the door to the ship and walked past me to place my suitcase on a rack. Meanwhile, I looked around the ship in a daze.
Wow, this is cool.
Wait until you see the Orius,
Rice?
our mothership.
Oh, not the father ship? Or the non-binary ship? Or the parent ship?
You could be a non-binary mother if that's how you wanted to identify, I think.
True. I can't wait.
Zipper motioned for me to have a seat. They helped me fasten the seatbelts.
Do you get nauseous easily?
Ever since I started chemo, yeah.
Okay, let me finish buckling you in, and then I will give you something to help.
Thanks.
Is this too tight?
No, that's fine.
Okay, let me grab you an anti-nauseant.
Zipper reached into the compartment on their body and produced a small bottle. Hello, this is my medicine cabinet inside of my torso.
Here, drink this.
I accepted the
Wait.
bottle from them and examined it for a moment.
Is the inside of Zipper's body a refrigerator?
Perhaps. Very high tech, you know?
Is it gonna taste bad?
I have researched human medication and found that they often contain flavoring to help make them easier to swallow.
Debatable success.
So, no?
I do not believe so.
I mean, he has a heater too.
I don't remember this!
I also don't remember this, even though we did his route. Hearing that, I took the lid off of the bottle and gave the contents a sniff.
So
Fridge is
fridge is
definitely
definitely possible. Interesting.
Alright, for Mixa, context, Cadaver's one of the people who worked on the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For context. Sorry.
I believe Cadaver's also in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
My elbow hurts. Don't worry, I just got the thing. Punches hand into chest, pulls out bottle of painkillers. Take 2 of these and we'll schedule an x-ray.
X-ray just comes out of his arm.
Ah.
Yeah, because I think Cadaver also posted about Queer Games bundle for Pride in this
Yes.
promo thing.
Yes, that is true. I forgot to take a look at that.
I also need to take a look at that. I did buy the indie games for supporting Aid in Palestine bundle, which recently ended, and found a bunch more dating sims than that. I have just... Our backlog is endless, and more than half of it, I think, at this point, is just all of the games from the different bundles for causes.
We'll never run out, will we?
We will never finish the whole backlog. But this does mean that even if I'm gone, you would still have a whole backlog to go through, because you bought at least 2 of the same bundles. Yes? See, I don't have to be the one hosting the stream. You could host the stream.
Then who am I going to banter off of?
There's Magic, there's Mick, there's all the other people who show up in the chat.
But it is slightly different for bantering with chat than bantering with person who is here and also chat.
Just invite someone. You have access to the Twitter and whatnot. You can say, like, calling new people to join.
Calling you Satan.
Do you really want the next person to also be known as Satan?
Well, then how are we gonna have a Sharky and Satan show?
You won't.
Satan and Sharky show?
Huh?
Sharky and Satan? Satan and Sharky? I forget who is top billing?
There are a fair amount of streamers who stream alone, dear Shark.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
Wait, are you leaving?
No.
Oh.
Though for that matter, Sharky has also streamed alone before when I have been, like, unable to make it for a day or something. And I've also had to stream without Sharky before. This is not new. Sharky's just making excuses.
Right, you streamed alone when I was
Death
going
and
to get my car.
Death and Taxes.
Yeah, you streamed Death and Taxes alone.
Yep, and was it Medic who showed up that time and then never came back?
No, Medic came back.
Since then?
Yes.
Maybe.
I knew that for a fact.
I just remember it came up that they were Christian. And then I was like, is my heathenistic talking without you to bounce off of too much?
Yes. You need the Christian to balance the heathen.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise it's just a heathen stream. Right?
What is this conversation?
An average conversation on this stream. Hearing that, I took the lid off the bottle and gave the contents a sniff. It smelled like sweet medication.
It smells okay. I should probably just slam it back just in case. Shots.
Surprisingly, it didn't taste foul.
Oh, that actually tastes pretty good. What flavor did you use?
We attempted to manufacture cotton candy, but without knowing exactly how that tastes, we were only able to guess we had achieved our goal.
Just imagining that this this medicine tastes like just pure sugar. Just straight up sugar.
Takes the medicine, gets a sugar high.
Yep. I mean, doesn't N be like knockout after this?
Yeah, something like that. Well, it doesn't quite taste like cotton candy, but it's not bad.
Artificial cotton candy flavor.
This would be
I am
like,
glad. Oh,
this
sorry.
would be no, you're good. I was just gonna say this would be like if I tried to make a cotton candy flavor.
Okay, but you've had cotton candy before.
Are you
Yes?
sure? I don't think so.
Seriously? Sharky,
Yes,
why not?
because I don't go to places that generally sell cotton candy.
Go eat some right
Okay,
now.
But also, Cadaver, you have to remember, I can't taste.
Okay, but the point of cotton candy is more like the texture. And you can taste texture at least.
Okay, but like they were talking about doing an artificial cotton candy flavor.
Remembering getting like a bubblegum flavored fluoride at the dentist and knowing what hell tastes like. Excuse me, that is an insult to my home.
So like,
Yeah.
if I was trying to make an artificial cotton candy flavor, having it won't help because I can't taste it.
Yes, which is why I'm saying an artificial cotton candy flavor by people who have never tasted cotton candy. Like, if you know just the process of making cotton candy, it's just spun sugar. So I'm like, so does it just taste like straight up sugar? Did they just make it taste like straight up sugar because they don't know what cotton candy tastes like, and cotton candy is just basically made of sugar?
Mm.
They took the empty bottle back from me and placed it in their chest compartment.
Refill, get your refill. Cotton candy medicine here.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know if I would take cotton candy flavored medicine.
Yeah. I mean, they said it doesn't taste foul, I guess. A spoonful of sugar.
Full of sugar makes the medicine go down.
A spoonful of sugar is the medicine.
That goes down. It's called a placebo.
Yep.
Anyway.
It should not be long before we board the Orias, so just sit back and try to relax.
Okay. It's going to be just like taking a plane, right?
I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and tried to relax as the ship came to life. I could hear Zipper's voice from both the inside the cockpit and from outside the ship as they made an announcement via some kind of loudspeaker.
The ship is now executing a liftoff procedure. Please take a few steps back for your safety. Thank you, and I apologize for frightening you. Farewell.
Couldn't help but smile a little. The smile faded as I felt the ship began to lift off. I'm not sure how much time passed between takeoff and landing, but eventually the ship powered down and I opened my eyes again.
Are you still feeling alright, Adrian?
Yes, I'm fine.
Zipper approached my seat and helped me out of the array of safety belts.
Before we exit the dropship, would you be so kind as to put this communication device on your wrist? It will automatically translate any language foreign to you into English.
I held out a simple-looking bracelet. Accepted it cautiously.
Is it just a translator?
No, it has a built-in health monitor and a tracking system.
A Fitbit, but copyright.
It also has an electric shock system, just in case we're pissed off.
Sorry, it's a BitFit.
It. It's I was gonna make a joke and I already was like there.
It also plays sick tunes. And lets you look like a cool spy from an old movie.
It will also allow you to connect with the technology on T3R4.
A tracking device.
Spoiler alert, it's just an Apple Watch. No, it's a Pear Watch. We don't want Apple suing us.
Yeah, a pineapple watch?
Yep. I mean, that was
But
like...
what if... I was gonna say, but what if you have an Android?
No, there was the time that, like, I entered a raffle at some conference thing, like, near the end of the day. And I guess I was one of the only people who actually, like, paused to talk to the person running that booth during that whole day. Because then I won the Apple Watch, and she called me to tell me. And she's like, yeah, I was really hoping that it'd be you, blah, blah, blah. And she was so excited. And then I, like, received it. And then I was like, wait, but I can't use this.
Oh.
It's okay. I sold it to a friend who wanted to give it as a, I think, Hanukkah present or something, or birthday present for his mom.
I think they just announced that you can now do like FaceTime from Windows and Android using a web browser. And it's like, ooh.
Yup.
For all the people that you may or may not want to FaceTime with.
I've gotten, like, at least one or two people question me on, like, why don't you turn on your camera for meetings during the work meetings and stuff? And I'm like, because I don't want to. Because I don't like it. And they're like, well, I find it really helpful when everyone turns on their cameras because it's a good reminder that you're speaking to other humans and that they're not just like robots working. And I'm like, I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, well, if you can't remember that the people you're working with are also humans without seeing their faces on a camera, that sounds like a you problem, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yes. We're on this stream and stuff. I don't see your faces, but you're all people. Shocker.
Yeah. Why? I think it was like I was in just a chat with a bunch of friends, like the group I do Pathfinder with. Like a few of them turned on their camera, and was like, "Hey!" I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I like ran to my room and be like, "Where can I find my camera?" And like I just put it on, and I haven't taken it down since, and it's just like been sitting there, watching me.
Actually, I'm a fox. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But it's like,
but you're a magic fox.
But like, no matter what, like, unless it's a few specific people, like, I don't turn on my webcam. People don't really need to see me.
I feel like it's very distracting for me if it's during a meeting, because then I don't know if it's like the built-in societal expectation for feminine presenting people to like have to look good at all times, but it's like a little source of stress in the middle of the meeting. And then also like all the people moving around from other people who have their cameras on. I'm just like, I don't want this. You don't need to see my face. There's no reason you need to see my face.
I mean, that makes sense. I get very distracted when there's motion.
Yeah.
So like
there's
when
that.
when
My
stuff
eye gets
happens
drawn
when
if other people are moving on their camera, and then I'm also like minorly stressed about like, oh, do I look okay? Am I moving around too much? Am I like? Because I tend to fidget with my hands or like shift around in my seat and stuff, and I'm like, oh no. If I'm like on camera, that's like 3 times worse than actually sitting in a room with people doing that. I turn on my camera and everyone gets to watch me hold my cat back from stepping on my keyboard as I present. Yeah, there's also been like times that if I do turn on my camera, sometimes, because my cat just decides like, oh, it's meeting time. I too want to be in this meeting. He decides it's exactly the time to come bother me. And so in the middle of talking about whatever, suddenly there's just a cattail smacking me in the face.
Yeah.
Sorry, long tangent.
Oh, you're good. You are... What?
No, never mind. Go for it.
Oh. You are free to deactivate the function if you feel it hinders your feeling of freedom. We just felt that it would prove useful in the event of an emergency.
Okay, I see.
I clasped the device on my wrist.
So, what's next?
Zipper led me off the dropship and through a series of corridors. We arrived in a large room where there were several humans and robots mingling. I could hear chatter and laughter from both parties.
How many of you are there?
On this mission, there were over 100 of my kind sent to 53 countries.
And each of you was only sent for one human?
No, some of us were sent for 2 or 3. Others were sent to collect as many as they could.
I told my friend about it once, how my cat only seems to come bother me on camera when I'm about to present something, and she responded, maybe she can tell you're anxious and wants to make you happy.
I damn near started tearing up. Aww.
Aww.
Oh.
Yeah, mine... It's not even necessarily an anxiety thing. Sometimes it's like team game night or whatever, which I also lead. And then Kat decides that's the time to also hang out. Oh, hi, Candy. Yes, we're playing again. We're here. We're on playing this again. Happy Pride.
For context, Candy is the other developer.
Yes.
Okay.
Hence the hour game.
Yeah. I think they were both here the entire week that we streamed this game.
Most of it, I think, yeah. Because we did 4 that week, trying to cram in the whole route.
And we're probably doing just as good as we did last time.
I think we're a little bit faster than the first time we did this.
I don't think so.
I think we are. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm very
okay,
well
let
might
me
be wrong.
I have the VODs.
Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna?
I
Are you gonna fact check me?
I have the receipts.
Okay. Fact check me live. How far did we get the first time?
Let me find the receipts.
Gotta dig through your receipt box. Just to prove
Let's
me
see,
wrong.
how far are we? We're 2 hours in? No.
Are we worse?
We got here last time at 1 hour and 16.
Okay. I am incorrect. Thanks for fact checking.
This is why I got the receipts.
Uh-huh.
Our goal was to collect 300 of your kind.
I see.
Your heart rate is quite elevated, Adrienne. Are you having regrets?
No, I just don't do crowds very well. Mood.
Yeah, 300 people in one room. Damn.
My apologies. Let us find you a seat then.
We both turned to face the door we had come in as a group of humans entered, being led by a tough-looking robot. I noticed Zipper made a pleased humming noise when they saw who had entered the room.
What's their name?
That is Forge.
You seem happy to see them.
Forge was sent to a dangerous part of a city. I was worried that they may have been attacked.
Zipper, you were almost attacked. The robot approached
Zipper
the
was
others.
sent to a dangerous part of the city.
Hmm?
Zipper was sent to a dangerous part of the city. It's called the suburbs.
Yup. That's where it's most dangerous to be someone different, you know?
Yeah.
The robot approached the others and was patted on the shoulder while the humans merged with the existing group.
Are they a friend of yours?
Yes.
Zipper turned to look at me. They motioned towards an open doorway.
Please follow me.
Through the door was another large room, but this one had many more seats like the one from the dropship. Most of them were occupied.
Will you be close by?
Yes, I will be at the front of this room.
I looked at the front row and saw that most seats were already taken. Zipper's gaze followed mine, and they seemed to notice my anxiety worsening.
Allow me to find you a seat near me.
This is like high anxiety face. Like, oh yes. This. On the verge of having a panic attack because of this.
It's the mood.
I let them guide me over to where a couple of empty seats were. Zipper paused in front of a messy-looking young man.
My friend would like to sit here. Is that all right with you?
Oui. Clearly, the translator was working since the words were being repeated back in English in my head. I had a seat and Zipper began buckling me in. I looked over at the young man.
Thanks.
De rien. No problem. We exchanged smiles before I turned to look back at Zipper. They gently placed a mask over my nose and mouth. 2020. I found myself not questioning why.
Because 2020.
Yeah.
I have to deliver a quick speech before our departure, but if you need anything during the flight, please press the button on the side of your chair.
Will do. Thank you, Zipper.
I will return to you once we arrive at our destination.
Does that mean all of the robots are also pilots? Because they all had to be on the little drop ships and pilot those back up?
Yes. Okay.
Until then, Adrian.
Until then, Zipper.
I watched Zipper meet with the other robots. They chatted for a couple of minutes before spreading out to perform checks on all of the seatbelts.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zipper. I am one of the medical officers here on the Orius. As I am sure you have noticed, you have all been given a mask. If you would kindly place it over your mouth and nose now, your cooperation is imperative to your survival.
Again, just casually, like, kind of ominous there.
If you remove it, you die.
As I am sure
Good
you have
luck.
noticed, you've all been given a mask. Wear it or die.
Faster than light travel can be quite stressful on organic beings such as yourself, so the mask will be supplying oxygen and a mild sedative. It is expected that you will feel drowsy and possibly fall asleep.
They spread out to do checks on the seatbelts, me nodding head. Just like the roller coaster people. Ah, yes.
Ugh, roller coasters, no thank you.
I'm not a huge fan of roller coasters, but I think some of them are fun. But obviously I haven't been on one in years now because pandemic.
I can't do the height with the speed.
Yes.
It freaks me out.
See, the height stuff I'm less a fan of because I'm small. So like there was one popular roller coaster at the Six Flags near me when I was growing up, and it's like an old wooden roller coaster. That was the worst, because I'm pretty small. So like they would bring the seat bar thing all the way down and I would still bounce in between because it was rickety. And like totally safe, but it just kind of shook a lot because of the old like wooden quality to it. So I would get off that ride like, ow, that hurt, because I had just bounced so much. And especially if someone sitting next to me was not also small, there would be parts where I was literally just butt not on the seat, because that's how we're going now.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. I think what was it? There was a Batman ride I liked. And I'm trying to remember what other ones. There are some really interesting coaster designs out there, like standing ones and stuff. I feel like they're really interesting from like a physics standpoint, and they can be fun. I certainly like speed over height. Like
as a design standpoint, I'm all for that, and they're really cool. As an entertainment standpoint, if I'm on one, I'm dead.
If one is just fast but doesn't have the height stuff, how do you feel about it?
It still gets me.
That's fair.
I have a problem with the speed because it tricks my mind into things, and the height just makes it dramatically worse because of my massive fear of heights.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like the massive drops usually, but I do like really fast ones. Hello, I, a demon, am also a speed demon.
Do not worry. We will wake you once we have arrived at T3R4.
And then the humans never wake up again. You're all dead. The end.
If there are any emergencies, personal or otherwise, please press the button on either side of your chair and we will be alerted right away. Thank you.
Zipper and the others did another round of checks, this time for the masks. Zipper returned to the front of the room and gave me a nod before stepping on some sort of docking device. The light on their face dimmed.
Must be going into a standby mode.
I started feeling drowsy shortly after the other robots had joined Zipper. I did not bother fighting the sedative and quickly fell asleep. I awoke on Zipper's dropship. Zipper wasn't around. I assumed they were in the cockpit. I reached for a button on my seat and pressed it. Almost instantly, Zipper appeared in a chair on a holographic screen.
Oh, you are awake.
Are we there already?
Yes. Soon we will depart the Orius.
As they spoke, the dropship came to life.
Are you ready to see your new home?
The cockpit's camera slowly moved Zipper out of sight to show the sloped glass window. As the ship departed from the Orius, I couldn't help but gasp at what I saw. Gasp, please.
There, I gasped.
You did?
Yes, when.
Oh. Did you cut out at exactly that moment?
I don't know. Waka 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 waka.
Oh, no. Yeah, those are the dots.
But they're not the ghosts.
Okay, maybe the bigger ones are the ghosts.
It's purple.
No, I told you about that, silly doodle thing that my roommate made, right? Of the demon game that we've been playing, where there's the one character who has like 72 pacts with different demons. And how I had been like, Pact Man! And she
Oh, yeah.
doodled like the parody with all the demons as the ghosts, and that character just as his giant head like waka waka at them. And it's so fucking funny. But then, she printed off a copy and put it in a frame.
Oh my gosh.
Because she had an extra frame lying around. So she gave me a printed copy of it. It's so good. I feel like she's like, are you still laughing at that? I'm like, yes, it's so fucking funny. Because the demons are just running away like, aha, fuck! And the game itself is like, every time I see him, he just asks me for a pact. It's really tiring. Once he tried slipping the pact contract among all of the paperwork I was signing and trying to trick me into signing it. So we have that character just at the demons. It's great. And now I have a printed, framed copy next to my bed.
Gosh dang it.
Right next to my glasses, so you know, it's like the first thing I see every day.
Of course it is.
Oh no, it just looks that way from above. The planet itself is quite colorful on the ground. I believe the color you are seeing has something to do with the reflection of light on organisms from the surface.
Wow. Thank you.
You are most welcome, Adrian. I am glad you agreed to come with me. I truly believe you will enjoy your time here.
I think so too.
Once we had landed on T3R4, Zipper grabbed my suitcase and led me towards a small house. They informed me my house was near their lab. As we entered the front door, there was a pleasant chime. Welcome home, Adrian. I looked around to see where the voice had come from, since there didn't appear to be anyone else with them. Us.
That is your home's operating system speaking.
My house speaks?
Correct. It can do almost everything for you, from operating lighting to making you breakfast.
Wow.
You can activate it using your bracelet or your voice.
Yeah, just start calling Siri.
Try it.
Alexa!
I touched the bracelet Zipper had given me on the dropship. It glowed for a moment and a chime sounded throughout the house. Yes, Adrian.
What time is it?
It is currently the equivalent of Earth's 21:37 Pacific Standard Time.
Thank you.
You are quite welcome, Adrian. I turned to look at Zipper.
I always wanted a personal assistant.
Well, now you have one. Feel free to test it out more when you have a chance.
Oh, I think I will.
Oh, right, the starry-eyed goofy grin.
Would you like me to give you a tour of your new home, or do you think you'll be able to figure things out on your own?
Oh, it seems pretty straightforward. I'll just ask the computer if I need help.
Okay, there are a few quick tests I need to conduct before we can begin calculating the best approach for your treatments here on T3R4. Please come to my lab in the morning. Until then, unpack and rest. If you need anything at all, do not hesitate to call me. I have programmed my frequency into your communicator.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
All
Yeah.
you have to do is tell the computer you wish to speak to me.
Thank you again.
Until morning, then.
Good night, Zipper.
Good night, Adrian. May you have the pleasant dreams.
I watched Zipper leave and the door quietly shut itself behind them. I spent a few minutes exploring my new home, putting my belongings into their new homes as I went. The unit was a modest, one-bed, one-bath apartment. The living room and kitchen were quaint, but definitely had enough room to accommodate both robots and humans. There were many small plants decorating the rooms. The computer explained that most were edible and supposedly quite delicious. Once everything had been put away and I had finished looking around, I took a seat on my bed. I was mentally and physically exhausted from the events of the day so far, but there was one more question I wanted to be answered.
Computer,
Yes, Adrian?
do you have a name?
No,
May I name you?
of course. I am your electronic living assistant. You can do whatever you would like if it will make it easier for me to assist you.
Okay. How about Ella then?
Is that what you would like to call me from now on?
Yes.
Very well. I am now set to recognize Ella as my name. Thank you, Adrian.
No problem. Ugh.
You should rest. I will wake you in the morning.
Sounds good. Can you do that at 8?
Yes, of course.
Wait, is it gonna be 8 Pacific, 8 Eastern, or 8 here?
Does this planet even necessarily operate on a 24-hour system?
Ain't that the truth?
Is it the same distance from the nearest sun, and does it turn at the same rate?
Great. Good night, Ella.
Good night, Adrian. I found my new bed to be far more comfortable than my old one. The built-in temperature and softness adjusters were an added bonus. Within moments of my head touching the pillow, I was asleep.
Everyone's now gonna be falling asleep from what I just did.
Good morning, Adrian. It is currently 8 o'clock. Face buried in my pillow, I let out a loud groan. I was never much of an early riser. Would you like something to eat?
Sure.
Very well. I rolled over onto my back and let my eyes slowly adjust to the light. I sat up on the edge of the bed, stretched, and surveyed the room in a sleepy daze.
Guess it wasn't just a dream.
It took a few moments to finally convince myself to get out of bed, but as I went to do so, I noticed a pair of slippers on my bedside.
Ella?
Yes, Adrian.
Did you put these slippers here? Or did you put these slippers here for me?
Yes, I had one of my helpers do so.
Oh, that was very kind of you.
You are most welcome, Adrian. Zipper would be very upset with me if I did not take good care of you while they were away.
I see.
As I walked into the central room of my new living space, I could see the kitchen and its equipment working on its own.
Invisible people. Smells good. What are you making?
For your convenience, I have been programmed to cook over 5,000 dishes from Earth. I have chosen an omelet for you this morning.
Now, what kind of eggs did you use?
I was gonna say, do you have Earth ingredients for that?
Thanks. That works for me.
As I sat in the adjacent room waiting for my breakfast, I thought I would take the opportunity to record a vlog about my experiences thus far. Damn, I wish my kitchen just made stuff by itself. Yeah, that'd be really convenient.
Have a smart house, and then make that smart house smarter, and then boom, it will.
And then sell your soul to Bezos, probably.
Probably. This literally just what I just said reminded me of the Disney original movie Smart House.
Ah, yes, the House of the Future thing as well.
Yeah, where it literally tried to become the kid's mother.
Yep.
That was a weird movie.
Wait, movie or short?
It was
I know
a
they
movie.
have a short.
No, there was an actual movie called Smart House.
Was that what I was thinking of when I saw the new Disney short?
I don't know what short you're talking about.
There was like a series of new Disney shorts that are kind of horrifying, and apparently they were getting like gift a lot or like used as reaction images a lot, and because they have these really ridiculous animation faces that they put in that look like terrifying memes or something. But they had one of the shorts where Mickey, Goofy, and Donald like go into this like House of the Future thing, and I don't think it tries to become their mother, but it's like, oh, I'll do whatever like to keep everyone happy or like make everyone happy here, blah blah blah, this is your new home. And so it starts off like, oh, you can request whatever, and it like gives it to you, but then it gets increasingly like possessive and doesn't let them leave and stuff, and shows them horrifying images and like things like that, and they like can't escape the house. And then Mickey has Goofy just list off like 50 demands in a row or something to overload the house so that they can escape.
No, Smart House was a Disney movie in '99 when they were doing like the original movies, where it's like they win a raffle to get a smart house, and like it has its own AI, and the AI eventually like starts taking on a human form and like starts trying to basically like become the kid's mother. And then when the dad gets a girlfriend, it starts like literally freaking out and like almost tries to kill them.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Disney short that I'm talking about. I know I've seen something like it, like with that exact story before, but the short House of Leela from Future. Creepy.
Okay.
Yeah, like the short, I know I've seen it before, but it was like a brand new short, so I was like,
Yeah,
it's based on like a different short, I think, but
the house in that Smart House is voiced by the voice actor for of Leela from Futurama. It's the same person.
well,
But that was Smart House is live action, fully live action.
yeah, I've been trying to figure out what the fuck I watched before, because I've seen that exact storyline from the short, but I don't remember where it was from. Like, I couldn't find an old short that it was based on or anything, and it was pretty new. It was like maybe a month old at the time, and I know I hadn't seen that particular one before, but it was so familiar, and I was like, I know I've seen this. It's driving me nuts. I still don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I was interrupted by a small robot bringing me the aforementioned meal.
Oh, hello there.
That is one of the helpers I mentioned.
They're so cute.
Has a, like, laundry hamper on its back.
Do they have a name?
No. What is it with humans and their obsessive need to name everything? Feel free to give them a name if you wish.
I'm gonna call you Homie.
The small robot chirped and did a little dance before heading back towards the kitchen. How is your omelet, Adrian? Took a bite. Wasn't exactly the same as an Earth omelet, but it was quite tasty.
It's delicious. Thank you.
My pleasure. Where do we want to stop, by the way?
That would be a good spot. This would probably be a good spot to scene transition.
I was
And
like,
it's been 2.5 hours.
yeah, figure here or otherwise the next best spot is after we've met everyone else.
No, so the last time we got past the scene to the next scene, where the next scene is you're going to meet the therapist. But this scene goes on for a little while. So
We can do this scene.
This scene goes on for a while.
It's fine. We probably tangented last time too.
My thing's on stopping here.
Alright, well, Mick, how are you feeling? Since you would be the other main person reading during this one.
I mean, I'm fine with whatever. Like, I'm indifferent. So,
You were just along for the ride.
pretty much, yeah.
A ride to space.
So?
I mean, do you like have to go for something, or do you just favor ending here?
I favor ending here.
I feel like while we have Mick, we should have one more scene with Mick.
Is Mick's gonna be gone forever after this?
No, but
Are you killing them?
I don't know when they're gonna join us again, if ever. I don't know if you might be sick of us after this.
I'm not sick of y'all.
Thanks.
I think saying means is that you're gonna die after this stream, I guess.
No.
Oh, okay.
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not.
Well, you're planning on killing Mick, apparently.
I never said anything about killing Mick. You're making your own conclusions, and that sounds like a you problem, Sharky.
This is what happens when you join one of our streams.
Is that Sharky accuses me of plotting murder?
I mean, don't you plot murder?
Not of guests that we like joining us.
Oh, just of me?
No, of Dekonami. Who you do voice, I suppose.
Exactly, so you're me.
But not you. You're not Dekonami. You're not rich enough to do that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
None of us are rich enough to be Dekonami, okay? But I think we should do one more scene then, before we end. The entrance to Zipper's Lads slid open, chiming as I entered. Zipper stood at a console near the center of their workspace, seemingly camouflaged amongst the many polished white surfaces. They turned to acknowledge my arrival before returning their gaze to the console.
Hello again, Adrian. How did you sleep?
Very well, actually.
That is good to hear. If you would kindly have a seat, I can start running tests I mentioned yesterday.
I took a seat on the bed closest to Zipper's workstation.
Feel free to make yourself comfortable.
They didn't have to tell me twice. The bed wasn't nearly as comfortable as my own, but it certainly wasn't as bad as the hospital beds back home. Zipper waited until I seemed settled and began typing away at their computer. A mechanical arm attached to the ceiling began to move.
What exactly are you looking for?
First, I am going to conduct a full scan to locate any cancer cells. Then I will test your blood to identify any other biological disorders you may have that could interfere with the treatments we have planned. This will also help me determine if there need to be any changes to your diet.
Yeah, the entire diet. That's what it would be for me. Okay, test away.
Our eyes met. They seemed mildly concerned.
Please let me know if you feel any discomfort.
Mildly concerned. Mildly concerned.
Yeah.
As I just
Sad
poke
face.
their cheek with the end of the rocket.
Will do.
The arm began moving slowly around the bed. Zipper watched it for a moment before looking back at the computer.
While I run tests, I would like to ask you some questions if you do not mind.
Okay, as long as I can ask you some as well.
Wink.
Of course. On your blog, you described your most major symptom as being unable to catch your breath.
It's COVID.
That's right.
Do you have a history of any disorders of the lung that may have been exacerbated by the cancer?
No.
All right.
Zipper typed something on their computer.
You also mentioned in both your Bumbler and Tweeter that the chemical treatment you received caused numerous side effects, including nausea, vomiting, lack of appetite, and fatigue. Were you given any medications to counter these effects, and did they help?
I was only given medication for the nausea, but whatever you gave me helped more.
Zipper hummed thoughtfully and typed away. Medical questions continued for a while. I made sure to answer as honestly as I was able. Just from Zipper's questions and tone, I felt as if I might actually be taken care of properly for once. When Zipper was finished working, they sat in the chair next to my bed.
I think that is enough medical questions for today. Thank you for answering them.
Thanks for listening.
Of course. I never did ask. What would you like us to call you here?
Well, my name is Adrian.
I am aware, but would you like us to call you Adrian, or is there something else you would prefer?
I thought about it for a moment.
Can it be whatever I want?
Whatever you want.
If I were to ask that I be called Supreme Overlord, would you call me that?
Yes, if that is what you wish to be called.
In that case, I would like to be called Enby. E-N-B-Y. Enby.
Yep. Checks about Supreme Overlord. Okay, I want to be Envy.
Look, would I want to be called Supreme Overlord? No. But I would definitely ask.
What if
Apparently
it
my
was
name-
like, oh, you can be Supreme Overlord, but Envy. Nope.
Apparently, I've just been given Sharky.
Yeah. Yep. Look, out of all of the nickname ideas that came up before, though, Sharky was the one that fit you best, remember?
I don't even remember any of the other ones.
Neither do I, because Sharky's the one that worked the best. None of the other ones really fit you.
Apparently, I'm an aquatic person who doesn't really swim.
Less so an aquatic person and more like a cartoon shark.
Yes, but how does one become a cartoon shark specifically if you're not an aquatic person?
I think you have the balance I would expect of one who has fins instead of feet. Yeah, I think it's more that for all the times you call yourself clumsy, a cartoon shark seems more fitting because of not having actual feet and hands, just fins.
Out of context, that sentence is probably like, what did they just say?
The context is that you call yourself clumsy a lot.
I do.
And so if you imagine like a cartoon shark waddling around with just fins, you know, instead of opposable thumbs and like fingers and stuff and like actual feet and legs, just cartoon shark waddling around. That sounds about right.
Nah, the cartoon sharks are probably more coordinated.
Depending on how they were animated.
True. Very true.
That sounds nice.
Thank you.
Would you like us to use neutral pronouns as we normally do, or would you prefer something gendered?
Neutral is great.
Perfect. Indeed, they, them, their. That is how we will refer to you from now on.
Just entering that information into our overlord computer system so that all of the robots know.
Well, you gotta sync with your databases once a night.
I'm like, it sounds convenient to give your pronouns to like one person and then everyone else just like knows and acknowledges them correctly. And on the other hand, I'm like, it's mildly creepy.
You gotta sync with your databases once a night.
Only once?
Yes. Because they're not that efficient. Thank you.
They're not always online?
No.
Zipper made a thoughtful humming noise.
Indeed, I really like the way that sounds. You are lucky to have such a wonderful name.
Hey, it's not really luck if we just asked for it, is it?
Well, I really like Zipper. I think it suits you.
You do?
Shock! Shock and
No. I hear shock, and for some odd reason, I'm thinking of the Breath of the Wild Hetsu, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Because probably Shakalaka or Shaka something.
Shakalaka.
Yeah. I don't remember. I have bad memory. Please help.
Based on the sound Zipper made in response, I would have to guess they were very happy with what I had said.
I think Indy suits you as well.
Thank you.
Now, with that out of the way, would you like to ask me any questions while I run those blood tests?
Sure. Where are your people from?
We originate from a small planet orbiting Orius.
I thought Orius was the name of your ship.
Yep, there's just a planet orbiting your ship.
Yes. We named the ship after our star, hoping to bring its shining light to other planets in the universe.
Oh, I see. Is your planet far from here?
Yes, but it is no longer ours.
How come?
We felt it was better suited for another species.
You gave your planet away?
Yes, we are quite content exploring the universe, so we let them have it for their own.
I see. Do your people have parents? Are you born?
My people are created by a complicated process where a consciousness, our light, is uploaded into a fabricated body. We do not have parents because we are not born, but we do have mentors.
Mood. Who is your mentor?
My mentor was named Surge. They are no longer with us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zipper.
It is okay. They lived a long, happy life and helped improve many others. I hope to make them proud and earn the title of Chief Medical Officer someday.
Voices?
Choices.
Choices.
What do we want to choose?
The choice.
A choice?
Yes, a choice.
As opposed to sitting here for the next 3 hours.
Yes, I sitting here until 11:30 my time would be kind of weird.
Okay, so which choice?
A choice.
Oh, choice A?
No, I didn't say choice A, I said a choice.
A choice, B choice.
C choice, Q choice.
I don't think there's enough choices to go all the way to Q.
There isn't? Oh. I'm sure you will.
Thank you, NB. I appreciate that.
We exchanged smiles before returning to my questions.
How old are you?
In Earth years, nearly a century.
Wow.
What an age gap.
Is that old for your kind, or are you a baby?
No. I would say I am the equivalent of someone your age.
I don't want a 19-year-old operating all of the medical things on me, though. Like, I hope they still had this century's worth of medical training.
I would assume so.
I assume so. But I'm just saying.
19-year-old. Ooh, what's this button do? You're quite young for a doctor then.
Am I?
On Earth, you would just be starting your training right now.
Well, I have been training my whole life for this position. I was quite literally made to fill this role.
What would that feel like? Well, Satan, what are you going to say?
I don't know. Are we saying anything?
Are we moving on? The choice is yours.
The choice is being deferred to one of you two.
But I deferred it to you.
Uh-huh. But I made
can't
the
defer
last
me.
choice, so... It's someone else's turn now.
I can tell. That sounds good.
Oh, I thought you were making a comment, not saying what choice. I was like, wow, Nick, like... I can tell. Doing a great job so far. Much better than any doctor I had on Earth.
Zipper made a noise that sounded like a computer overheating. I thought it was kind of cute. Concerning, but cute!
Can you tell me more about T3R4?
I am afraid I do not know much about the planet itself since it is not my field of expertise. But what would you like to know?
Nothing. How far are we from Earth?
I do not know exactly, but I can say it took approximately 4.5 hours from our takeoff on Earth until our landing on T3R4's surface.
That's all?
Yes. I would say over 30 minutes of that was preparations as well.
I'm like, how far is a light year? We can calculate this out. Just gonna actually sit here and calculate this now. I'm so sorry. Light years to miles. Let's see. 4.5 hours.
Well, half hour of that was preparation.
Yeah, so we'll say 4 hours. A light year is how far it can travel in a year. So we have 365.25 days a year times 24. So 8766. So,
Riveting gameplay that you get on our stream, figuring out time. This is what people join us for.
is it not?
I don't know. Why do people join us again?
Okay, so 4 over 8766 is the amount of time out of that light year that we would have been sort of traveling. So that gives us 2.682 to the 9, or e to the 9th miles. Yes, we joined for tangents. Hi, Malik.
Oh, Malik.
So that's 3, like 2.6 billion miles? 2.6,
Ooh.
2.7 billion? Now, if
That's
only Jeff Bezos' rocket would also take him that far away from us.
He went fast. You know why this planet was chosen for us?
Our eco officers calculated it had the greatest potential to facilitate your people flourishing while requiring minimal modifications to the planet. They did consider some of the planets your scientists had discovered, but they did not show very promising results in long-term simulations.
Why did you choose me?
When we were looking for candidates for the journey, many factors impacted our decision. The other medical officers and I fought for you to be included because we believe we have the technology to rid you of your lung cancer. It has spread far quicker than we had expected, but I have remained positive.
If it was just the cancer, why me specifically? There are many others who have it. children even.
As I said, there were other factors. Your genetics, personality, and skills were reviewed as well.
Meanwhile, some of the robots were just sent to grab as many humans as they could.
Are you? So are you!
Oh, but we have to, like, be limited on the cancer patients, I guess.
We used as much data as we could collect to determine our preliminary list, which contains many thousands of names.
But you only picked 300?
For our first trip, yes. We have plans to return to Earth and collect others, but we wanted to test the waters first, so to speak.
Right, that makes sense. You brought homeless folks too, right? Did you choose them by specifics as well, or were they chosen because of their circumstances?
Both. A majority were chosen because they were in potentially dangerous situations, and we felt it would be against our programming to leave them without having offered any assistance. We granted ourselves some wiggle room, as you say, to account for their numbers.
We continued to chat while Zipper ran more tests. They seemed to genuinely care about me and their other patients. It was very refreshing to be around a doctor who focused more on positives rather than negatives. It wasn't if the treatments work, it was when the treatments work. It wasn't, these are all the options and that's it. It was, we will continue searching for something that works.
Well, I am finished collecting your data. I will look it over and run some simulations once it has been fully processed.
It's like YouTube. The processing may take 30 minutes or it may take 2 years. Sounds good.
In the meantime, I have been asked to take you to meet with Sarah. They will ask you some questions about yourself to help us make sure all of your needs are met, to ensure you are happy in your new home.
Okay, let's go.
I will call you when I have the results of the simulations.
A reminder, have you taken your meds today?
Mm-hmm.
As always, let me know if you need anything. Sarah will be with you shortly.
Also, I don't think I realized that bear in the background until just now. Like the one heart eye just staring at you.
It's a heart cyclops bear.
It looks kinda menacing, even though it's adorable.
Yep. I mean, the studio logo is like a severed zombie hand, so...
Is it?
Yeah, when I started up the game, I think that's what it was.
That's amazing.
I think that's just the logo for the studio, right?
I would assume so.
We have the people here to confirm, but I believe that is just, yeah.
But heart cyclops bear
Uh-huh.
will eat your soul.
I don't know that my soul's very tasty.
Debatable?
I don't know. There's didn't we go over the flavors before, and then I think I claimed bitter as mine? So.
I don't remember this, but it sounds accurate.
Like, I think You might have tried to say that I was salty, but no. I'm definitely the bitter one.
And what was I?
Maybe you were salty. I don't remember what you ended up as.
Am I a salty person?
Well, are you umami?
I don't know. Question marks everywhere?
Like, there's bitter, salty, sweet, spicy umami. So, I wouldn't call you spicy. And I'm not sure I would call you sweet. So, if I'm bitter, that leaves salty or umami, right?
Couldn't I technically also be bitter?
Are you bitter enough to be bitter?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't judge myself.
Mick, what flavor would you call yourself?
I don't know. A lot of people call me sweet.
There we go. I feel like spicy goes to Joe or Pie. I think Joe might have gotten the spicy, and I think Pie might have gotten the sweet. Because Pie.
Makes sense. So then are you calling me salty?
Sure you can. I judge myself every day. I judge myself, and I have evaluated myself to be bitter. I feel like you're more salty than you are bitter. Unless you want to be umami. Maybe you're just really savory.
I'll just go eat some salt then. Fine, I see how it is.
Are you salty that I've called you salty?
Yes!
Yeah, I think sweet probably works for you, Mick.
Well, that's good.
From what I've seen, at least.
Oh, man. I just don't. Oh, it's me. Sorry.
you.
I just saw a really good joke and I was also laughing at it. That was saying, y'all wanted Final Fantasy 16. Here's Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
That's not wrong. Although I would rather take 1 through 6 over 16. I just really... 16 doesn't look like the kind of fantasy that I want out of my Final Fantasy.
You too, Zipper. I'll talk to you later.
Zipper left me alone in the room. And then we saved.
I think that was the exact time we saved last time.
Yep. I mean, it does seem like probably the best spot to save from here.
Yee. We're basically just redoing the last time.
Finally go to the therapist and ask, how would you describe yourself? Me. Umami.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh. Is umami cool?
No, it's more, well, because umami is like savoriness. It's like I feel like it's really hard to describe.
How would you describe yourself? Unable to function. What?
Unable to function, that's why I'm at therapy. I mean, I feel like that's an answer that a therapist would be less surprised to hear compared to umami.
Well, no, my first day, they're like, okay, like, hi, like, blah, 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 like, oh, how are you doing today? I'm like, I exist. And they, like, stood there for, like, 5 seconds and were just like, I don't know how to respond to that.
Is that that not a common response in therapy?
Apparently, I exist is not a common response.
Fascinating.
Especially on the first time meeting them.
But what if my therapist is Hannibal Lecter? He'd be thrilled that I'm umami.
Therapist is not allowed to be Hannibal Lecter magic.
I would like to know when Hannibal Lecter got, like, a practicing therapist license, is my question.
Yeah, what kind of profession Lecter was. What did our conversation become?
As ridiculous as it usually is?
I mean, you're not wrong.
What was it? Chaotic cozy? I don't know about the cozy, but we certainly are chaotic. That part's unquestionably accurate.
Yeah, I don't know how somebody can describe us as cozy, personally.
I could see it. But mostly chaotic.
I mean, we are just pure chaos put into stream form.
Wait, does that mean the Warriors of Light are gonna come to kill us?
Oh man, gotta fight. Gotta get our.
Are we Garland together?
Gotta get that time paradox in order. Oh my gosh.
Are we collectively Garland?
I think we are collectively Garland.
Oh my.
Or I'm Garland and you're Chaos.
Yeah, that sounds more correct, because my other recent online handle is Chaos.
So you keep sending me in a time loop in order to bring you into existence. That actually sounds accurate to our streams.
Yep, so I'm also just Chaos here. If I'm not Satan, I'm Chaos. Same thing, really.
Oh man, now we have to play Final Fantasy 1 at some point.
Just to make these jokes.
Just mod the game and make Garland Sharky, and when it says Satan, when it says Chaos, just change it to Satan. That's perfect. Man, then the viewers can be the Warriors of Light trying to stop us.
I don't know that our viewers are usually trying to stop us. I think they enjoy encouraging us. Anyway. Too many games for something called Final Fantasy. Well, you see.
It was actually supposed to be.
It was their last ditch. Alright, we're about to go bankrupt, so let's just make one last game. But then it did too well. And now they're just cursed with the name Final Fantasy attached to it forever since then.
Yeah.
What they probably should have done was not also called the second one Final Fantasy 2. They could have just used a different IP at that point, but nope.
No, it would have been called Final Fantasy.
Well, at that point, they did well enough on Final Fantasy 1 that they didn't need to call it Final, because it wasn't necessarily going to be their final again. Like, at this point, even if a Final Fantasy flops, they're fine, so they should probably have been able to stop using that. But at this point, it's too late. But at 2, they could have chosen something else. By the time they fucked up on the original 14, it was too late.
That's why A Realm Reborn exists.
That is why A Realm Reborn exists.
I bought the full game, so...
So now you can play.
Now I can play.
Now I can actually be friends with you or something, maybe.
If you ever play.
I've been busy.
I'm pretty busy and playing games.
I've been busy playing other games.
But you could be playing 14.
See, the times when I'm most like, okay, now I think I have time to play 14 are the times when you're absolutely fucking asleep.
You're saying I just need to stay up until 5 a.m. one day.
You know, if you did, then I might play.
I've been leveling up Gladiator so that I can slightly maybe tank someday.
Great, good.
But also, like, Arcanist all the way.
Was that the summoning one?
Yeah, that's the summoning one. Technically, I have Scholar and the Summoner unlocked, but, like, they're basically just Arcanist. Arcanist Plus. Anyway.
Someday I'll go back and level my character more.
Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Or not, if people never want to show up again, we understand. But we appreciate you coming. We appreciate Mick joining us.
Yeah! Thank you for joining us.
And have a good rest of the day. Bye,
Have a
everyone.
good day.
Bye.